spring semester gets into full swing, Newswave has your weekly sports update with our sports editor, Caleb Reed. Take it away, Caleb.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Sports. My name is Caleb Reed, and let's get started. Starting off with Trinity Basketball, who had a fantastic couple of games last weekend, with both the men and women defeating Austin College and the University of Dallas. The games extended win streaks for both teams as they continue to set their sights on the SCAC championship later on this year. The men defeated the Roos 83-64 in Sherman before traveling up to Irving to take down the Crusaders 97-66, while the women won their matches 69-59 and 72-63 respectively. Both teams now go on the road to Kerrville on Tuesday after a weekend off, and they will perform their senior night celebrations on Sunday, February 11th. In addition, women's tennis just had a wonderful day just across the street, defeating Division I UIW 4-3. It was the first time since 2009 that Trinity had defeated their neighbors had defeated their neighbors across Hildebrand, with the win coming thanks to winning 2 of 3 doubles matches on the day. Meanwhile, on to professional sports now, and the biggest news out of the NFL has been a coaching carousel that has caused a massive 8 new positions to open up across the league. After a wild few weeks, 7 of those positions have been filled. Well, make it 8 now, as the Washington Commanders, who were the only ones left to decide who would don the headset in 2021, just hired Dan Quinn. Washington let go of Ron Rivera, who was let go after a disappointing 4-13 season, and just yesterday was replaced with former Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. Another coach let go was Mike Vrabel, who has been replaced in Tennessee after a similarly disappointing year. Both of them are currently unemployed, as is a stunning release of Bill Belichick. The coach of the Patriots for 24 years, Belichick interviewed for the head coaching position in Atlanta after Arthur Smith was fired. Smith turns to Pittsburgh to become their new offensive coordinator, but that is not all for the surprises. Pete Carroll, the longtime Seattle Seahawks head coach, was moved to an executive role, but there are many questions regarding both of their futures in the league. In motorsports, there's been a lot of news in a couple of different sports. Firstly, in IMSA, the 24 Hours of Daytona took place last weekend from Saturday until Sunday, kicking off the new year of racing with one of the most anticipated events on the calendar. It was a tough showing for the American teams, as Corvette saw both of their factory entries suffer issues at around 4 in the morning. In addition, the Mustang entries struggled in their endurance racing debut, struggling due to a combination of mechanical difficulties and harsh balance of performance, or otherwise known as BOP, after qualifying. The race saw controversy in the final stages as the checkered flag was displayed a lap early due to a mistake in officiating. In F1, there's been even more controversy surrounding a matter very close to home. Andretti Motorsports, one of the most well-known brands in all of racing, was rejected from joining the sport on Wednesday after a debate that has lasted well over a year now. F1 said that Andretti did not, quote, bring value to the sport, and that they wouldn't be competitive despite a wealth of evidence that the team was willing to invest in success. The decision drew outrage from the racing community, with drivers from IndyCar, NASCAR, and even sports car racing all expressing their disappointment on social media. One of the loudest voices was former Australian V8 Supercars champion and current IndyCar driver Scott McLaughlin, who said, quote, "A racing series wants to expand in America, but won't allow any American teams in it," end quote. Another point was raised by IndyCar analyst Dave Moody in 2022, who said they want U.S. dollars, not U.S. drivers, in response to American driver Colton Herta not being granted a super license to be able to drive in F1. That's it for me. I hope that all of y'all have a great weekend, and make sure to take care.